In a misty forest nestled beside a great canyon, lived a quiet fox named Riku. Unlike the other animals, Riku rarely howled, barked, or laughed. He believed his voice was too soft, too shaky, not good enough to be heard. The howler wolves echoed across mountains. The owls spoke wisdom under starlight. But Riku, he remained silent, unsure of his worth. "Why speak when no one listens?" he would often say, curling into his den beneath the trees. One morning, a landslide blocked the forest stream, the animal's only water source. Panic rippled through the forest. "We need someone to cross the canyon and get help from the mountain elk," the wise owl declared. But the bridge was old and narrow, and few dared cross. "You're light-footed," the owl said to Riku. "You could make it." Riku's ears twitched. "Me? No, I'm not brave. I'm not loud enough to call for help. You need someone stronger." That night, Riku sat on the canyon's edge, watching the stars shimmer across the gorge. His heart thumped. What if he fell? What if he failed? But somewhere deep inside, a whisper echoed, soft but certain. Even a whisper can reach the sky, if it believes it can. Riku stood, shaky but steady. "I'll try." At dawn, Riku stepped onto the narrow bridge. Wind howled. Boards creaked beneath him, but he didn't stop. On the other side, towering cliffs loomed. The mountain path twisted upward, steep, cold, and lonely. Still, Riku pressed on. Riku slipped once, scraping his leg on stone. He almost turned back. But then a sparrow flew beside him. "You've come this far," she chirped. "Your voice matters more than you know." He smiled, "Even if it's quiet." Especially if it's quiet. The strongest voices often start as whispers. At the summit, Riku found the elk resting under a pine tree. His heart pounded. He opened his mouth, but no sound came. He trembled. "They need you," he whispered. "Please help." The elk tilted his head. "Speak again, little fox." Riku took a deep breath and tried once more, not louder, but truer. This time, his voice rang through the mountains like wind through leaves, gentle but unshakable. The elk stood. "For a small fox, you carry a powerful message." And together, they journeyed back to the forest. When Riku returned, leading the elk through the forest, animals gathered with wide eyes. "You spoke?" asked the owl. Riku nodded, not loudly, but clearly enough. From that day on, Riku still spoke softly, but his words carried weight. Others began to listen, not because he shouted, but because he spoke with heart. When a young rabbit once asked him how he found his voice, Riku replied, "True strength isn't about volume. It's about knowing your voice matters and choosing to use it anyway." We all have moments where we feel small, unheard, or unworthy. Like Riku, we doubt our strength because we don't fit someone else's definition of strong. But courage begins not with certainty, but with choice. Take the first step. Speak your truth, even if your voice shakes. When in doubt, take one small action toward growth. Even a whisper of effort can echo into transformation. If you like this story, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more stories like this.